Alright, for solving for angles given tangent problems, the first step we have to make sure we have tangent by itself. So here we need to divide both sides by this negative root 3. Root 3 divided by root 3 is 1. We do have a negative here. So tangent is equal to negative 1 is what this tidies up to look like. We have to recall that tangent is sine over cosine. And if you are dividing two things and the answer is 1 or negative 1, the only way that's generated is if these two things that you are dividing are the same. And the only time sine and cosine are both the same thing is on a 45, 45, 90 right triangle where both legs are root 2 over 2. So root 2 over 2 divided by root 2 over 2 is 1. We need it to be negative 1, which means we need to find out when the numerator is negative, and then we need to find out when the denominator is negative. The top fraction is sine, the bottom fraction is cosine, and now we just go locate those on a unit circle. For this particular one, cosine is positive to the right, sine is negative down, so that would be quadrant 4, the 45-degree angle down there. This particular one, cosine is negative to the left, sine is positive up, that would be here, the 45-degree angle in this quadrant. Our domain restriction says find the answers from 0 to 3 pi over 2, which is straight down, which means to eliminate quadrant 4. So that angle located in quadrant 2 is the only answer to this problem. Because it's a 45, 45, 90, we know that the denominator is a 4, and this particular angle here is 3 pi over 4. For B, divide both sides by root 3 to get the tangent by itself. And here I see an illegal fraction, 1 over root 3. So if you made that legal right now, you get the square root of 3 over 3. Tangent, which we know is sine over cosine, has to equal that fraction. Now, it's up to you to recognize that a root 3 over 3 comes from a 30, 60, 90. And because it comes from a 30, 60, 90, the legs that generate it are a 1/2 and a root 3 over 2. If you were to get it upside down and put the 3 root of 2 over 1/2, hopefully you recognize that the one on the right here becomes root 3, and the one on the left becomes root 3 over 3. And that's the one we're working with on this problem. So, once you know the 30, 60, 90 arrangement of your fractions that become root 3 over 3, then you assign to it. Sine gets to be the top numerator, and cosine gets to be the bottom. Because this is positive, both of these fractions are either positive or both negative. So, if they're both positive, that means we go to the right and we go up, located there. This would be the root 3 over 2. This would be the 1/2. Since that's the 1/2, this is 30 degrees. Or if they're both negative. If they're both negative, that puts us over here in quadrant 3 with a reference angle of 30. Our domain restriction says find the answers from pi to 2 pi, so that's just quadrants 3 and 4. We eliminate the top, so we are just looking for this answer here. Because that's a reference angle of 30, our denominator of our angle is a 6. Here's 6 over 6, so we're looking at just 7 pi over 6. Okay, here is your second problem. If you need more time, copy those down, press pause, and here's the solution to those. If you need to take more time with the solution, press pause. Otherwise, here is problem number 3. If you need more time, press pause. Otherwise, here's the solution for problem number 3. Watch out for domain restrictions. For example, this would have been 0 pi and 2 pi and all would have counted, but because we don't have our equal signs below our inequalities, they got eliminated as possible solutions. Okay.